I'm on spring break, so I'm here with Picasso, my cat. I don't know if you could see him in the front. You see him? Picasso's almost a year old, which is really exciting. That's not really what I want to talk to you about today, although I could talk about cats until the end of time. What I really want to talk to you about today is The Hunger Games! I first read The Hunger Games in January of 2011, but I have spent the past 2 days rereading them. I'm almost done with Catching Fire, and I'll probably finish Mockingjay before the end of today. And I am really excited about The Hunger Games. I know Sarah Michelle is not the biggest fan of Katniss. I, on the other hand, am a huge fan of Katniss. In fact, I don't think I have ever identified so completely with the protagonist in a story the way that I have with Katniss Everdeen. I mean, there are other characters in stories whom I have identified with. Obviously, Harry Potter is rife with them, but it was something about the narration of Katniss that I just so completely understood. And it's not that I ever hunt, nor would I ever want to be part of the Hunger Games. I would actually probably lie down and die in the first minute of the Hunger Games. But it was just something about her attitude and her practicality and her willingness to defend her family at all costs that I really understood in a warped sort of way. I mean, my love for The Hunger Games is abounding for a number of reasons, but foregrounded amongst them is my identification with such a strong female protagonist. I know Sarah was talking about last week feminism, and I guess it was 2 weeks ago, and I proposed that we do a feminist theme week at some point, which we're not necessarily doing this week, but I would love to do a feminist analysis of Katniss at some point. Maybe I'll write a blog about it. Mental note. Something that's also really cool about The Hunger Games is that they were entirely filmed, at least all the outdoor scenes, in North Carolina, really close to where I live, and were I not living in Africa this past summer, I would have gone out to at least see them, if not be an extra. So that'll be really cool because District 12 is actually supposed to be in North Carolina. If you look at a map, they're talking about Appalachia, or Appalachia, depending on how you pronounce it, and the Blue Ridge Mountains in particular, which are in my home state. So it's really cool that North Carolina gets some airtime because whenever I tell people where I'm from who are even within the United States, most people are like, oh, South Carolina? And I'm like, no, North Carolina. It's very different. It's incredibly different, actually. It's nice that this like major enterprise is taking place, if not directly, somewhat indirectly, in a state that I really care a lot about. But there is one final super important thing that I have neglected to mention, and that is today is Sarah's birthday, and while there is another video of sorts that is in the works, I just wanted to add my personal wishes for happiness and splendor and cups of tea to Sarah. I know that you had some really wonderful plans that were pretty low-key and also fun, like friend stuff and family stuff, and I just hope that you really get to enjoy this day and that it's very special for you, because you are very special to all of us, because we are all made of awesome, and you have this awesome day to celebrate your awesomeness. Okay, well I have a book to get back to reading, so Jen, I'll catch you tomorrow.